Okay. Okay. Last time we talked about the ancient agricultural civilization that observed the stars and then used those observations to keep track of the season. But today I want to talk about the importance of stars and our software, about how the fixed patterns of stars were used as navigation aids. Okay, you've all heard about the Viking and their impressive navigation skills. But the seafaring people of the Pacific Islands, the Polynesians and Micronesians, they were quite possibly the world's greatest navigators. Long before the development of advanced navigation tools in Europe, the Pacific Islanders were traveling from New Zealand to Hawaii and back again, using nothing but the stars as their navigational instruments. The key to the Pacific Islanders' success was probably their location near the equator. What that meant was that the sky could be partitioned, divided off much more symmetrically than it could further away from the equator, unlike the Vikings. Areas with the stars in Polynesia or really anywhere along the equator would feel that they were at the very center of things, with the skies to the north and the skies to the south behaving identically. They could see stars go straight up in the east, straight down in the west, so it was easier to discern the order in the sky than for the north or for the south, where everything would seem more chaotic. Take the case of the Gilbert Islands. They are part of Polynesia and lie very close to the equator. And the people there were able to divide the sky into symmetrical boxes according to the main direction north, east, south, and west. And they could precisely describe the location of the star by indicating its position in one of the imaginary boxes, and then realize that you had to know the stars in order to navigate. In fact, there was one word from both in Gilbert Islands. You were the star experts. You asked for navigator. Um, Islanders from all over the Pacific learned to use the stars for navigation, and they passed this knowledge down from generation to generation. Some of them utilized stone structure called stone canoes. These canoes were on land, of course, and you can still see them on some islands today. They were positioned as if they are heading in the direction of that points at the sea horizon. Steady star will appear and disappear during the night, and young would be the navigator set by the stone at night and turned the different direction to memorize the constellation they saw. The rail and navigates by them later on by the sea. One important way the Polynesians had for orienting themselves was by using genus stars. A genus star was a really bright star that would pass directly overhead at a particular latitude at a particular distance from the equator, while the latitude associated with some particular Pacific island. So the Polynesians could estimate their latitude just by looking straight up. By observing whether a certain genus star passed directly overhead at night, they don't know if they have read the same latitude as the particular island they were trying to get to. Another technique used by the Polynesians was to look for a star pair. That's two stars that rise at the same time or set at the same time. Now, a navigator could use these pairs of stars as reference points because they rise or set together only at a specific latitude. So navigator might see one star getting together, and you don't know how far north or south or the equator they were. And if they kept on going, and the next time, said things separate, then they would know that they were at a different degree of latitude. So looking at rising acidic star field is a good technique. And actually it makes more sense with settings that they can be watched instead of trying to guess when they arise. Okay, I think all of this shows that the navigating doesn't really require the function navigational instruments. The peoples of Pacific Islands had such expert knowledge of astronomy as well as navigation. They were able to navigate over vast stretches of open ocean. It's even possible that the Polynesian navigator had already sailed to America a century before Columbus. すごすぎやろ。ああ、マジでいいよ。座布団か